Welcome back to another Tony Montana video. This is a translation of the video I just made in Spanish. Just want to make sure that I'm sharing my thoughts on different questions I received through Instagram. Feel free to send me your thoughts, questions, basically anything you want me to probably make a video about. If I think it's a topic or some sort of information worth having a video, I'll definitely be happy to do that and give you credit for it. This was a particular guy that lives in Europe, and it seems to be I don't know him, obviously. I just know him from Instagram, and he asked me as a student of the breed some questions and gave some comparisons about, again, puppy versus adult. And he was just reading up on all the dog stories, and he came up with the thought, hey, what if a puppy, if maybe he said like maybe 9-10 months, he said, was put in there. Again, we were talking historical, hypothetical. He's not putting anything anywhere. I'm not putting anything anywhere. We're just talking about the breed and using history as content for this conversation. And he basically said, you're just gonna get up, man. If a puppy was put in a box, he was saying, if he would put and he jumped the box at 9-10 months, is that a sure thing or a likelihood that he would be that way as an adult once he's 2 years old? I would say 2-3 years old. And again, then he compared. This is why I'm making the video. Compare similar to a dog that an American People Terrier that as a puppy is a people biter. Can both things? Can they change as they become adults? Can those things due to change once they mature? And basically this is why I'm in. Leave the cat alone. He was gonna mess with the cat. Hey, Bossman, leave the cat alone. It's just driving them to not go with their instincts and work their brains. I'm enhancing their brains. So, but anyway, so the question and the comparison was, hey, come over here, boy. Okay, now the other one's coming over there. But like, oh no, he'd rather go into the kitchen where the food smells are at. And see, this is another training that I do, so that they know how, if one of my kids or one of my grandkids or my nephews come in and put their hands in there, make sure they learn not to freaking bite too hard. I guess they're freaking going, so I'm gonna give you this one. My boy Caritas. It's my boy Caritas right here. Caritas. There you go. Caritas. He always sneezes and does that when I go, Caritas. I don't know why he sneezes. It's just part of him. Caritas. These are the two that don't get along. These two. Get down. No. Anyway, basically, I'm like, first of all, and again, we were going back to the educational. We're not uploading any dog fighting. We're not condoning it. We are just talking about, this is part of the history of the breed. This is within the genetic manipulation. All that is part of the breed, but the history of it. So we talk about it same as Germans may talk about things that are deemed wrong now, like obviously neo-Nazis and that history of the Holocaust and that history of all the things, the ideas in how that country took those beliefs at that time. Maybe they could talk about it. It doesn't mean that they're uploading it. It doesn't mean that they're keeping it alive by talking about it. This is something that is intelligent people talk about different topics. And this is obviously, if you own this breed, you love this breed, you're going to talk about things that happened in the past So and then formulate ideas, formulate what ifs. Like you have the people that put in dogs from different eras. What if Mayday was to fight this dog or that dog? What if then they from Europe would have met Mayday, for example. It's not like it's just because I like martial arts, so I do talk about different things. These guys came back, so I'm gonna let you go to sleep, Caritas, until it's time for you to come out. So anyway, that growling, is just letting him know you're getting too close to me. Give me my little space. He's going to probably do it. But this is part of sleeping together. It's part of my program. Dogs that sleep together are less likely to attack each other. They see each other. For them to be in this manner, it's a positive, not a negative. And doesn't mean that a strange dog will be the same thing as you saw that cat. If they saw a cat outside, I almost guarantee you, if the adult dog would definitely hurt the cat. Here he comes. But anyway, going back to it, a 9-month-old, 10-month dog, jumping the box. First of all, the dog, again, if we're back in the 1900s, that dog should not have been there in the first place, 1900s or any type of year. But I know. But if we're back in the 1900s, we're down in Oklahoma, living the life of Oklahoma people, enjoying the life. Probably 1910, whatever you want to be, that the different mentality, different belief systems there, different value system as well. But again, I believe that most dogmen, the ones that are serious about the breed, not about their pockets, about the breed, because really people, aside from being ignorant, and the word ignorant is not an insult, it's just a state of mind of not knowing, ignorance. But if you're dumb, you're ignorant plus, okay? Because you become dumb when you don't want to learn, that you feel and that's it, that you don't want anyone to say more about the topic, because that's it. You already know what you need to know, and that's it. That is a dumb person. See, he looks at me when he does these type of issues. He was basically saying, "Don't try to get on top of me. Don't try to get my side of the sofa, my cushion." But he looks at me a lot of times when he's doing these type of reprimanding. He's checking to see, make sure he's sniffing him. Fuck. Sorry about the cursing. But anyway, so the dog that does jump doesn't mean anything. I personally believe that a puppy should be left a puppy as much as possible. Give them the best, give them the positive, give them the love, give them everything a puppy could need, and to be a happy dog, happy-go-lucky dog. And that is not going to change their nature. That's not going to change their nature. A dog that's going to be dog aggressive, even if the dog is eating rose petals all its life, is still going to be dog aggressive at the end of those. At the end, hopefully survive just eating rose petals. But you know what I mean. Eating, being a couch dog, an aggressive dog will be an aggressive dog. You don't need to treat them a certain way, or some people think that they should be left on the chain. And I'm not against the chain. I always tell you that I'm not against the chain. I'm against some practices done while the dog is on the chain, like neglect. I am against that because it's easier when out of sight, out of mind. Is a lot of times happen. You forget that you have that dog. You put enough food for a couple of days, water for a couple of days, and forget it. We'll come back and collect couple of days food, a couple of days of manure there, poop, and that's just that's not that's not why you should have dogs. Just to have them as just to have them there. I think that you do have to have spend some time with them, give them valuable time, stimulate not just the body but the brain, the mind. And I'm just realized I just went on a tangent. Going back to it is the dog should be a puppy should be left a puppy, left alone, even if but he wants it, man. I've had people tell me that, yo, I'm just letting dogs do what they want to do. But and there with people that they have that mentality, I try to focus on the physical negatives of doing that with a dog or with a puppy. The puppy, you might see him, he might, when I stack him up, he might look, oh, he got the adult body by now, he got muscles, he got all this, that he's not skinny. They think that this time of year for them, this time of they should be skinny. 6 months and he's not skinny, right, boy? See? Yeah. He wants to show you he's turned around and he's messing with that bone. See? But again, his body is still, oh boy, let me do it. His body is still, he's still soft like clay. I always compare it to soft clay before you put it in the oven. And just because make the shape of whatever clay figure you want, you can't mess with that until it's done in the oven and pull back out. Same thing with them. The bones are soft, teeth that haven't been set yet, and when this one and the other one that's in the cage got into it, they broke a couple of teeth to it, but luckily they were baby teeth. But they were broken. And luckily that didn't happen when they had their adult teeth, because then there would be dogs without their canines. So, and that's terrible. So just don't do it. You get nothing out of it. You get nothing out of it. And again, speaking in educational and historical terms, you will never do it. You will never do that. Just silliness, just rookie move. And now the comparison to a dog that attacks, a puppy that attacks people actively, instead of, you have to find out if it's an actively aggressive dog towards people, or is it a protective dog because it could be just react and say, I have to protect my human, and they might be aggressive when their human has them, but maybe chill, happy when they're by themselves. That could be and clearly that would be a protective aggressive animal. So they're trying to protect, and you need to train them to let them know, train them to show them they don't need to do that. Or if you want to educate them further, educate them in protection, but not you take them into a professional, so they do get a complete training, because halfway you halfway training, or you create a dangerous animal, because you already show them to attack by probably arm or leg, but they didn't graduate, so they forget that the arm has to have some what do you call that? I don't do that. So they put the suit on that's all cushiony and nice, and so that the person doesn't feel the full impact of a bite. But they're still a not fully trained dog will end up forgetting that and remembering they could do that, and might initiate an attack thinking it's time. So, but you definitely need to work on it. You need to work on it ASAP. If you have a puppy that way, you have a puppy that will automatically go at another person. You can figure out what it is first. Is it just aggressive? Is he like that anytime? Because I've had some people that have had, I don't know if it's a real American Pit Bull Terrier, but the phenotypically the dog looked like an American Pit Bull Terrier, but that dog was extremely dangerous to people, because a couple times the dog was inside the car, and I just lay on the car and almost broke the freaking glass. trying to get at me just for that. And you could see it in his eye. I was looking at him, and he had the eye of like, I want to destroy you. Yeah, my God, the guy was okay with that dog being that way, but I saw that as a extreme danger. Dog gets loose somehow. It's going to be going at everybody. It's very dangerous. So I do say it's not the same thing, but one thing is, do not mess with let puppies be puppies. But if a puppy has some sort of tendencies that are against people, you need to take care of that right away, and let puppies be puppies. Love it, enjoy it. Don't be patient. There's so much you can learn from the dog, and the dog can learn from you before the dog is an adult. Be patient, and do not neglect it. Anyway, this is Tony Montana. Until next time.